Welcome to QuickHIT. I'm going to show you how to log into the machine and kind of get you going. So here, obviously touch anywhere to start. You're going to be presented with a login option. If you've already pre-registered, then you want to type in your email address and then your password. If you have not registered, you can go to the register now, click on that and go ahead and register. So I'm going to go ahead and type in my email address. That's me. I'm going to put in my password and I'm going to log in. Okay, this is the first screen that you're going to see. And here you can see we have exercises, workouts, session results, the learning center, the profile, and the history. The first thing I want you to do is go into the profile. And I want you to go ahead and add a username right here. So instead of having to type in your email address, you can just put in a username. It needs to be at least six characters. And then I want you to put in your height and hit update. And then you can create a simple pin. So instead of having your long password, you can put in a pin, and it can be as easy as 1, 2, 3, 4. And you just do it twice, and you hit update, and then you're good to go. And then I'm back out of that. So now the next time you log in, you can simply put in, your username and your PIN, and boom, much easier. So that's why we want you to do that first. So in here, you'll be presented with all the exercises. We have basically hundreds of exercises covering every part of the body that you can imagine. And if you want a full body workout, 100%, we can do it. But what I want you to do is the first couple times you do QuickHIT, I do not want you to follow just the exercises, because what we've done under workouts is we've pre-designed and pre-built workouts. So this is based on over 1 million exercises and how we've been training people in our training facilities and taken that data and made workouts that we feel are superior than anything else that the average person can come up with. So depending on what level you are, you just go ahead and click. If you're a beginner, never lifted weights before, you'll see this screen. It'll tell you what exercise you're going to do, a deadlift static, a pull down static, boom. All you do is hit the play button right there, and it'll pull you right into the predetermined exercise. And then what you're going to notice here is that you can't adjust this. So you can't change robotic or static, because we told you what it's going to be, robotic or static. You can't adjust the time, but the time that we have set is pretty well the time that you want to follow. And then this is where you start the exercise, and this is where you hit the range of motion. But there's also a tutorial. So if you hit the tutorial, you'll see a video of an actor that we hired, and he's real expensive, but we got him at a good price. So he'll show you exactly what to do and how to walk through the exercise. If you ever have any questions on how to perform the exercise. And then also on this screen is you can pull down that to the learning center. Boom, tap on that, and then what it'll do is turn the whole screen blue. And if I touch any of these things, it'll tell me what they're for. So what does static position mean? It'll pull up exactly what it means and how it works. Same thing with
this number displays the current point in your range of motion as you travel from your minimum position.
So it really depends on what's happening. And you just click on different things. So when I'm done with that, I go ahead and hit the learning center again. It'll go back in active mode. And then I can jump over to, boom, that's how I go to the next exercise. So after I complete the exercise, I go to the next exercise, then the next exercise. And it'll progress me through exactly what to do until you're done with all the exercises, and then you'll have a workout overview. So this will tell you what you did and what your results were, okay? So boom, got that. So those are all the workouts. Let me go back to it. We got all kinds of workouts. So it doesn't matter if you're a beginner or the most advanced weightlifter on the planet. We can give you a workout that will really do the job. We also have some fun stuff of different sports. If you're focused on different sports, to kind of say, hey, if you're going to be, playing pickleball next summer, here's some movements that are really good for pickleball. But again, your full body workout will pretty much cover everything that you want. So, and that'll be under here. I've been doing this intermediate 2 personally for 4 years, and I haven't really changed it up much. So It's really up to you and how often you want to change things. Also in here is your session results. So this will pull up the data. All this data is very important. And what you'll see is this graph. That's the amount of basically force production. And you see how the graph is kind of going, down. That's what we want to see, because that's fatigue. So you're always going to produce your highest levels of force your first repetition or two. But as you continue to go, it's going to drop. Now the machine's still going to work, and you're still going to, be doing the exercise, but you just cannot complete the amount of force that you did the first rep. And that's exactly what we want to see. We want to see this drop off, because that means you're actually getting to what's called momentary muscular failure. And that is the clear signal, and the science behind QuickHIT of why it's so effective is that we can get you to failure very, very safely. The other data that's here is you'll see this thing called the exertion. Now, when you start doing the exercise, you'll see a mountain climber guy. That's actually exertion is what we're measuring. And that is time under tension. Mechanical tension is precisely what we're measuring. We just call it exertion. And that's a really good number that you want to follow and you want to track. And you're going to want to see that number, that mountain climber guy. You want to see progressive increases over time. You may fall back here and there. That's okay. There's an algorithm built into the software to actually help keep you going and keep pushing you forward. The other thing that you'll see here is the time that you did the workout and then the speed you were using. We have 3 different speeds. You first get going, you're going to be doing QuickHIT speed. I'll go over speed in another video. And then here's the rest of the information. Here's your handle, so it tells you what handle to do, where to put it, and the body parts that you're using. Okay, so you got that. And then here is the Learning Center. So these are all like the video that you're watching right now. These are everything that you need to see if you have questions about it. So we'll also have this on our YouTube channel, so you can go in there and watch these videos when you're not on the machine if you're curious, like the science overview and how it works and all the other things that are kind of fun to learn. Okay? And we already talked about the profile, then you got your history button. So this is like the history of like the workouts that have happened. So you can always go back and look and say, okay, on September 23rd, I did a bicep curl and this, and then I did, 4 these exercises. And, you can see I got a lot of data that goes back and back and back and back and back and back. But you can see that I literally do the same things pretty much every time. I throw in some fun stuff like skier X is really good. Cardio rush is awesome. Plank rows are devastating. So, you can change it up as much as you want or as little as you want. And that's personal preference. So that is this overview screen.